Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Monad update for you guys. In this video right here, man, Monad again climbing up against the rest of the market, up 35%, 28 to 30 or so percent against the entire market, right? The entire market, majority of altcoins are, either consolidating or losing strength a bit against Bitcoin, whereas Monad is outperforming the average altcoin, right? And this is what you want to see in a project. If you're looking to invest in a project, look for the projects that are showing strength against Bitcoin on their Bitcoin peer. Look at projects that are getting retail interest and whale interest as well, because there's statistics that show that retail interest is very high for Monad. Like I said, this is the first Coinbase ICO, right? Coinbase I don't think they'll want their first ICO to fail. Why would they let it fail when they want to do more ICOs in the future, right? These ICOs make Coinbase, make Coinbase a lot of money, right? And in a business, in a company, you want to make a lot of money, so you want your ICOs to be successful, right? If Monad, their first ICO, is not successful, why would people invest in their second or third ICOs? At least the first one, right? At least the first Coinbase ICO has the path for success, right? In my opinion. And when it is successful, guess what? There's more people onboarded to Coinbase. The regular average Joe who bought the Coinbase ICO for Monad, the average Joe makes 6 to 7 figures off Monad, and he's telling his friends and family, the word spreads around, and then boom, more users are on Coinbase, more people looking for a next ICO, more money generated for Coinbase, right? So that is also one component on why I think Monad will be successful, right? Because it's backed, and you know how Coinbase really talked about it a lot. So it's backed by Coinbase, specifically for their new ICO platform, right? Because this is the first one that they've done, right? So that's another reason why I think Monad is going to do extremely well. Also, obviously, the technology is there, the community is cult-like, which is what you want to see, and there's already people that are starting to make gains on chain, right? On the Monad chain, I myself already making gains, getting already up 200 to 300% on some memes on chain, right? So Monad right now is sitting at 264 million market cap, $190.3 million in volume, and 0.024 cent price for Monad. So we covered this at 0.01815 cent for Monad, and it's been climbing ever since. I think, like I said, $1 to $3 is very possible for Monad. And there's other people that would agree that $1 to $3 is very possible, right? Because I'm looking at the circulating market cap and the circulating supply, and I've also taken a look at the unlock schedule and when the massive unlocks of the time frame for them, right? Also, I mentioned in the video that Benjamin Cowen thinks there's always a few altcoins that are outliers in midterm years, and I think because right now, before the year is over, everyone is bearish, looking for a Santa Claus rally. Monad is one of the only coins that is going up against Bitcoin. I think this outperformance continues into 2026, right? So, to transition, speaking of memes that I'm up on, right? I talked about, Anago at 13K market cap. 13K market cap, right? 13K. I talked about Anago. Now, for those of you that don't know, Anago is the founder's pet dog, right? I saw Anago in the Monad Christmas video. Let me go to the X and show you guys, right? I saw a quick appearance from Anago. I was like, oh, the price has to go up. The price, there you go, right here. Merry Christmas from Monad. Merry Christmas to y'all as well, man. 2026 is all about growth, but look who's right there, front and center, man. Let me
building Monad since 2022, but 2025 was easily the most exciting year yet.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas.
So I just wanted to show you guys. I ain't gonna have to play the full video, but look right here where my cursor is. Who's the first person you see on screen? That's Anago right there, sitting in this beautiful lady's lap, right? As you can see, Anago, the cute doggo, the mascot of Monad, right? So, like I said, I talked about this project at 13K market cap, bought 1% of the supply. I've already de-risked, right? Just to be on the safe side, because you never know. I've already de-risked. So now I have my moon bag with some profits. I took initials with profits. Now I have the moon bag in there, right? if you bought, when I told you, and you bought $130 of Anago down here, you'd have $465 right now, right? And I think this Anago has potential to go to $1 billion market cap, because I've already taken my initials and profits. I could just hold this now. I don't care what happens. It could go to zero. I already made some money, right? And that's how you have to play this game, right? This is how you have to trade. I think Anago could potentially go to $1 billion market cap. Why do I say this? Well, if you take a look at Base Chain, Toshi, the founder's cat, went to $1 billion market cap on Base Chain, right? And it started at basically nothing in market cap as well, and went to $1 billion market cap. So I think the same setup is here. This is the Anago that people have chosen. You know, the wallet distribution is okay, could be better, right? But as Monad has been climbing, so has Anago been climbing, right? So right now, I know you might be like, well, you're not late here. It's only 46K market cap. So if you have $50, right? If you have $50, you could just toss $50 in and get 1 million coins. If it goes to $1 million market cap, $50 becomes $1,000. 10 million market cap, that $50 becomes $10,000, right? 100 mil market cap, $50 becomes $100,000. And at $1 billion market cap, which is very possible, it's not impossible, right? Remember, like I said, Toshi, let's pull up Toshi right here. I'm also talking about another dog coin on Base Chain that I think could go to billions, but dog coins typically outperform in this space, right? If you take a look at Toshi's market cap on chain, this is the founder's pet cat, right? Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase's pet cat, Toshi, went to 926 million market cap from nothing. You see the market cap that Anago is at? That's the same, you know, market cap that Toshi started at, right? So that is very possible, right? You saw Floki, 3 billion market cap, Doge, 80 bill, Shiba, 40 bill, Dog with Hat, 5 bill, Bonk, 3 to 5 bill as well. Dog coins typically outperform. So having some exposure to this, in my opinion, is a great idea, right? So as always, you know, I do have a suggestion for, you know, maybe there's people that are watching that are part of the community. I think you guys really need to step it up, man. Make some, you know, maybe make a new Twitter. Take matters into your own hands, because I know there's holders that's been holding and really believe in this narrative as well. Take matters into your own hands and take this thing to the next level, man. I really think you guys got this. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Like and subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.